the main things that you want to avoid, gentlemen, as you're trying to grow in your surrender and your dynamic, is you want to avoid defensiveness, okay? When your femdom, when your wife corrects you, brings something to your attention, wants to train you in some way, wants to initiate a new ritual or rule or protocol or whatnot, we don't want to respond with defensiveness. Okay, we don't want to respond with defensiveness. We want to just be open to what she's telling you. Like if you can take the information and go, she's not attacking me or accusing me. She's not attacking me or accusing me. She's informing me. She's not attacking me or accusing me. She's informing me. And usually we can kind of lower that sense of defensiveness, but really kind of make that one your one-liner. She's not accusing me or attacking me. She's informing me. She's not accusing me or attacking me. She is informing me. All right? So we want to avoid defensiveness. We want to avoid control tactics like manipulation and these covert little passive-aggressive things, right? If your wife, you know, if you're her submissive gentleman and she tells you to go clean the bathroom and you do it and she says, I just checked and that was not up to my standards. Go do it again. And you're huffing and puffing in that bathroom and slamming doors and da-da-da. That's a control move. You're going, she said this to me. I don't agree with her. So now I'm trying to control the narrative here. And I'm going to do it through throwing a tantrum, passive-aggressive means. And so we don't want that. We want to avoid defensiveness, avoid those control behaviors, those control tactics. We also want to avoid impulsiveness. And impulsiveness can happen when we have, you know, sub-frenzy, alpha submissives, more experienced submissives. But really, this is when the dominant would prefer you to be reactive in your submission and you're actually proactive in your submission. And it's actually a control move. You're actually trying to control more play, more consistent play, longer play, more intense play, the type of play. But when you are impulsive, when you feel something and then you act on it, then that does take the ability from the dominant away to lead, to guide, to be dominant. So we want to avoid that. We want to avoid that impulsiveness to try to control or play or manipulate the situation and be proactive versus reactive. And then the fourth one we want to avoid is blame. All right. So if you're feeling feelings, don't start telling your dominant about her. Don't start telling her how she's not doing this, how she's doing too much of that, not doing this. You don't tell her about her. You tell her about you. And you take the personal responsibility for your feelings. You don't blame shift. You look inward first. Yes, kid, right? You don't blame shift. You look inward first. And so we're not going to blame her for your own emotional reactions. If she tells you to do something as your dominant and you are not humble enough to receive it and you get fussy, that's not her issue. You have to go through that process of getting fussy and getting over it. Okay? I statements. Yes, yes, yes.